What's up, folks? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and this is Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate you. Complicate you.
Hey, everybody! So today we're doing a second in our 4-part video series where I asked the question, if I could put 4 board game illustrators on the face of Mount Rushmore, who would they be?
So, if you've watched our channel for any length of time, you've probably already figured out that I don't really pay attention to who designs the games, who publishes them, or who the illustrators are. All I know is, does the theme appeal to me, and do I enjoy the mechanics and the gameplay?
Yeah, and I mean that's what makes these videos fun, because I get to show you some board games that you've played that actually have a particular board game illustrator in common.
Okay.
You know.
So, our first video in this series, we talked about games that featured Beth Sobel's art.
Yep, that was illustrated by Beth Sobel. And that wasn't really, she knew those.
Now, yeah, even I knew about Beth Sobel.
Yeah, she was able to figure it out, like, is this Beth Sobel? You know, so that was fun. But this one, I think you're gonna be some surprises.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, are you all set?
I'm ready.
I picked 8 games.
Okay.
You know, and like I say, if you enjoy this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. But let's get to it.
All right.
All right. Now the first one is one of the first, well, not the first cooperative game I got you, but I would say it was the hardest.
Which is what?
You know, and that is this one right here. Robinson Crusoe.
Oh, wow. He did
Adventures
Robinson.
of the Cursed Island.
Now, yes, that is definitely the hardest cooperative game I've played.
Yeah, but his art really adds to the theme.
It does.
You know, and this is pretty much, we're trapped on an island and we're trying to get off. We're trying to signal the boat by building a fire, but I mean it's so
But
many
we're
things.
trying to survive. First, we gotta build shelter. We gotta hunt for food.
Yep, we got to move around, make sure the weather doesn't mess with us, and there are certain things that come up that we don't, and if we don't take care of them right away, then it might be a bigger problem later on.
So one of the things I like about the art in this game is it is so realistic.
Yeah, it does pull you in. So you didn't see? I told you it's gonna be some surprise.
I didn't know.
Now the next one is a cooperative game also. This will be the second cooperative game on this list. Now you played this one. I don't think you really gelled with it, but I love it. It's probably one of my favorite games, cooperative games, and that is Atlantis Rising.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, this game is good. You just wrong. No. Now this game is, we are trying to get off of Atlantis before it sinks into the ocean.
Okay, I remember this game.
Yeah, you. This was a while ago. We played
Yes.
it with Deb up at Eternal Games.
Yes.
And we are trying to build this gate so we can go through the gate and get off this island. And the board comes in pieces. And as the island sinks, there's pieces that are disappearing off the board.
Yes.
And I got all the upgraded pieces to this game. I even got the mat. I really need to get this back to the table. I know it's not your jam, but this is one of my favorite games that start with the letter A. You know, Atlantis Rising.
Okay.
So those are the 2 cooperative games.
Okay.
Now the next one, I think it'll jog your memory as soon as you see it, because you remember the art, and that is Canopy.
Oh my goodness! He did Canopy?
Yep. See.
Oh my goodness, I love the art in Canopy.
Yep.
His art brings the rainforest alive.
Yeah, especially them spiders. That's why I'm like, but Canopy, we love Canopy. It is a push your luck, your set collection, grabbing these cards and building up your own rainforest. You're building up the trees and you putting the foliage and the flora. I mean, the flora and the fauna. Those are the two words, into this game, and the game is beautiful on the table.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah. So see.
Yes.
I figured this would jar your memory. All right. So you might be starting to think like, it's some other games that I played that fit that art. Like a lot of times a board game, Vincent Dutrait art, I'm like, okay, what is this game about? So, all right. The next one is a game we recently played. We talked about this game in our 2-player series, Lost Cities.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
You remember where Lost Cities, and I picked this up on a clearance at Target, and it was just sitting there, and I was like, you know what? I heard Ruel Gaviola talk about this game so much. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this game out on the table, and we really like this game.
Now, I love the art in this game, but I think it's a little bit more on the whimsical side.
Yeah, okay. I like it. This game frustrated you.
Initially. But when I got the hang of it, I really got into it.
Yeah, because in this game, you were playing cards trying to go down these explore these different temples. The temples are represented by the cards. Now, and they're numbered from 2 to, I don't know the
5.
highest number. No, it goes higher than that. A lot higher than that.
I thought it went 5.
No, I think it go to 9.
Oh, that's that game.
Yeah. See?
Oh, yeah.
What game you thought we talking about?
I was thinking of a whole different game. Okay, yeah, that particular game.
And like once you play a card, you are immediately in the hole 20 points.
Well, no, it's just what frustrated me is you have to play the cards in sequence. And maybe
ascending order.
Right. So maybe I would have a 2 and a 3, but I was holding out for the 4. And I would hold out to almost the end of the game. Finally, I would play 5. And as soon as I play 5, 4 comes out. Really?
It was so hilarious. Now, don't mind me. I was having the same reactions. But that's what makes this game so good. Because you're trying to go up those temple traps. And don't play a wager card, because now you really got to go up that temple trap. Because the wager cards like double your points, or they double your negative points.
Yes.
So that's Lost Cities.
Yes. Okay.
All
Now,
right,
I was confusing it with another game, but okay, I remember.
I'm curious of what game you was confusing it with.
Honestly, I was thinking of Quest for El Dorado.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See?
That game has some whimsical art. But yes, I remember Lost Cities now.
All right. Now, the next one is a game that you haven't played, but I love pirates.
Yes, you do.
I love my pirates, and that is Treasure Island. And what I love about Treasure Island is the fact that you really feel like a pirate in this game. Because it's a map. So what is his name? Long John Silver. He's in jail, but he's hiding his treasure. So everybody's drawn on the same map trying to find his treasure. They have their own little maps, keeping it secret from the other players, but they're trying to find his treasure. Before he gets out of jail, he's going to escape, and then one player is playing Long John Silver. So if he gets to the treasure, that player wins the game. So, and he's giving out clues, and we have to figure out whether they true or false. He being a kind of a jerk. He's being
what he is.
A pirate.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. So, yeah. Treasure Island. Love this game. Vincent Dutrait. Here we go. Now, this one. The Quest for El Dorado.
So, yes, I do think the art in this game is a little bit more whimsical than his other art.
Yeah. I'm going to go with whimsical.
Charming.
Charming?
Yes.
It's epic.
It might be epic, but I think the art is charming.
Charming?
Yes.
Oh man. No.
Sorry.
This game brings me into the art in these games brings me into the thing. Look at that. That guy look like Indiana Jones right there. I told you I love my exploring game. So this game is pretty much a race. You are playing cars trying to move through the jungle, through the towns, villages, over water, trying to get to the city of gold. And it's a deck building game. You're buying more cars that will give you more action, ways to get through the jungle, like more machetes and all that, or more rafts.
Or a guy.
Yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, this game is so good. Love Quest for El Dorado. You enjoyed this one.
Oh, I love this one.
All right. Now this next one is a game that second game of these 8 games that you have not played. But I played this one, and this is came out in 2022, and I love it. Tribes of the Wind.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. And in this game, we live in the trees. And it's a lot of pollution, so we're trying to clear up the pollution. So we're moving throughout the trees, getting rid of the pollution. Cool part about this game is the cards that you play are based on the colors of the other players' cards. I know.
I would have to see
You
that.
would have to see it. It is a unique mechanic where everybody has these trays and they had the cards up. So there's a card that you have that you could do this action if you have more red cards than the other players.
Okay.
Or if you have less blue cards than the other players.
Oh.
Stuff like that. So you
Okay.
see the back of their cards.
Okay.
So I really enjoy this game.
Okay.
All right, that's Tribes of the Wind. Okay. Now, one more. You talked about this one in our Might Be Scary games. Heat, Pedal to the Metal.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But look, it looks like, see?
Yes. Yes.
Heat, Pedal to the Metal. Now,
Yes.
I really look. This probably, I would like to say this is my favorite game with his art. I love Heat, Pedal to the Metal, and you're playing cards, trying to get your little Formula One racer around the track, and I mean, oh my gosh, you don't want to mess up your engine because you gain those heat cards, and if you go around the corner too fast, or you shift in the higher gear, because you're only supposed to shift from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, but if you shift from 2 to 4, you gain heat cards into your engine. And if you run out of heat cards, then you spin out. This game is really, really fun.
It is fun.
I played this with Ryan and Emily, and we put a soundtrack of a racetrack in the background, and it was just it brought us in. We had so much fun.
Well, I love his art is vibrant. It's realistic. It brings, like you say, it captures the drama.
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
thing.
And that's what I mean. I think the other games capture the drama, not whimsical. All right. Well, anyway, those are 8 games. And I mean, we got a couple more, but these are my favorite, and I figured out of those games is the ones that you played. And so you made the connection now. Now you understand why when I hear that a certain illustrator has done a game,
Yes.
I'm like, my interest is piqued.
That makes sense.
So that's 8 games. That's Vincent Dutrait. As you can see, the art in his games are really just brings the theme. It just makes it the drama of what you're trying to do. Whether you're racing a car, whether you're going down in the ocean, or whether you're exploring a temple or searching for treasure, it just really brings you in. Not going back in that. Well, I will go back in the jungle where the spiders are, but all right. So that, like I said, that is the second in our board game illustrator highlight, and it's Vincent Dutrait. He's right up there next to Beth Sobel. Okay, so if you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe,
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
and definitely join us next week because next week is Alicia's birthday.
So, I am going to talk about my top 10 favorite games of all time, or at least of the ones that I've played thus far.
You played a lot of games.
I've played a lot of games.
Yeah. So, and I was like, because I've asked her this a while ago, like, would you be able to come up with your top 10 favorite games? And she's like, I don't know. And then she finally solidified it.
I feel like I've played enough games now that I can do that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this because I'm not gonna have no idea. Don't tell me or whatever. Make your list, and then I'm gonna be as surprised as you are, maybe. Okay. Well, I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
This has been Blackboard Gaming.
We will see you next time.